So, PayPal stock has declined, and investors are a little concerned. Why, you might ask? We'll get into it right now. I'm Mr. Rembrandt, and this is Mr. Rembrandt. So, PayPal has gone down 6% because of the current information that has gone out that PayPal will not meet the expectations for this quarter. Now, if you are an investor and you're filing quarterly earnings, this will be a concern to you because you're most likely investing on short-term basis. Now, if we go over to the report done by Barron's, we can see over here that PayPal stock is tumbling and why investors are worried. So for the latest fiscal quarter, which ended in September, the company reported net income of $1.09 billion or 92 cents on the share on Monday after markets closed. After adjusting for stock-based compensation or other expenses, the stock earned a 1.11 a share dollar amount, which is higher than the 1.07 cents on the dollar per share for a year ago period, and analysts' consensus expectations of the $0.07 per share. PayPal's revenue for the third quarter also jumped 13% from a year ago to $6.8 billion. Analysts had been expecting $6.23 billion. It continues on by talking about the adjusted earnings per share, as well as the anticipated reach of $7.24 billion adjusted earnings to reach $1.28 per share for the holiday quarter. Now, with that said, they have not reached the earnings that they're going to be expected to reach for this quarter. But that doesn't seem and should not be the most and highest concern when it comes to looking at PayPal. Obviously, if you are speculative and you're investing in PayPal over a short period of time, this might be a concern to you. But at the end of the day, if other individuals who've watched my other channel before and who do know me know that investing in time is the friend of the investor. And over a short period of time, investing in short speculative vicissitudes of the market is not investing. It is a way to make money. It's a way to be a trader, but it's not investing. So if you take at what PayPal has done last year, PayPal has done an exceptional growth last year. Let's go back to the Barron's report. PayPal stock more than doubled in 2020 as the online payment giant became a major beneficiary of the surge in e-commerce volume during the pandemic. But the shares have tumbled 18% in the past 3 months and are down 2% in 2021. So as we know, last year, a lot of e-commerce businesses and business in general skyrocketed because of the imputed value that was increased by different companies because of the quantitative easing and the printing of money done by the government. That seems to try to continue as the current administration would like to do, but we'll see how it goes in the future. But if we take a step here and we go into a earnings report, I'll be able to explain to you in depth on why, if you're investing for the long term for PayPal, this should not be of concern. So if we go over to this financials over here, we'll be able to see why. So as we see from this annual report, we can look at annually, year over year, the revenue of PayPal has been going up increasingly. We can see from 2012, we have, and this is done in the millions, for example, $5,662,000,000 of revenue in 2012. And this has increased approximately 1 to 2 billion steadily from 2012 and jumping dramatically in 2019 to 2020 by almost $4 billion. So if we exclude 2020, because a lot of the income and the earnings that were grown throughout that particular year was grown due to, again, imputed value due to quantitative easing, we can see that even if the earnings have not been met for this year, fourth quarter for PayPal, they will still have an increase of revenue that will beat their 2019 revenue earnings. Now, obviously, there's a lot of factors that you should think about when it comes to investing in a company. But if we're just looking at revenue, because quarterly they're saying that the company stock went down because of earnings report, and we're talking about earnings, we can see that if you exclude 2020, the results of PayPal this year will be right on board on having incredible revenue growth year over year. Going back to the Barron's report, we can see also that, again, since eBay, as we know, which is a good understanding and report to know, that PayPal, and they spun off of eBay in 2015. This was done because of different restrictions that PayPal had to go through in order to get different things that they wanted to do in order to increase their company. So as of right now, they have the Venmo app, which has been doing exceptionally well. And the Venmo app has done some business now with Amazon, and the increasing value and volume that has been done with Venmo has gone up dramatically. So with that said, PayPal is right on board annually. So with that said, they have been doing exceptionally well. So they've had payment volume jumping 36% year over year, 60 billion last quarter, and reaching 310 billion, which is up 26% from a year earlier. This is going extremely well, and even the PayPal CEO, Dan Schulzman, even said this. So here is the overall conclusion. If you are an investor and you're investing over a long period of time, and you have the incredible Warren Buffett style of investing, in which I'm a valued long-term investor who's incredibly competent when it comes to investing, we can definitely say that PayPal, in an earnings standpoint, revenue standpoint, is nothing to worry about. PayPal is year over year, if we look at the annual report, is doing exceptionally well. And when you take out the 2020 year, which a lot of companies have done well during that year due to imputed value, we can also see that the Venmo app affiliated to PayPal is also doing exceptionally well. So both of them together are doing exceptionally well. There's nothing to worry about with the natural vicissitudes of the up and down market. And there's nothing to worry about even if PayPal does not meet its quarterly result for this fiscal year. So that's my conclusion on this update on Business Money Finance. I'm Mr. Rembrandt, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned to watch another episode.